Once upon a time, a good son lived with his single mother in a mountain village. I wasn't well off, but I was always right and happy. But one day, my son went to the mountain and made firewood, but I couldn't see my mother. The surprised son grabbed the villagers and asked,
"Didn't you see my mother? Where did she go?"
Oh my God! A bird with 5 tails and 5 snouts came and took your mother away. After hearing the villager's words, the son went on a road in search of his mother.
After a long walk to a wide rice field, the farmer was sweating and planting seedlings.
The son asked the farmer again, "Have you seen a bird around here with 5 tails and 5 snouts?"
If you plant all the seedlings in this rice field, I'll let you know after that. My son planted rice hard, and when he finally planted all the seedlings, the farmer gave him ashes, burned with rice straw, and informed him that 5 tails, 5 snouts, and 5 birds flew over the hill. My son diligently crossed his head. As I crossed the hill, I met another person weeding in a red pepper field on the hillside. When I asked him if he had seen a bird, he was asked to hang a red pepper field this time. My son hung all the red pepper fields and received red pepper powder. I flew over a big mountain, under a cloud with a tail and a snout. When my son crossed a big mountain, a magpie was nesting. He asked again,
"Magpie, have you seen a 5-footed tail, 5-footed snout, or 5-footed bird around here?"
"If you catch a basket of bugs, I'll teach you after that." My son caught all the bugs and received a piece of sakjungi, dead branch. And the magpie informed his son that a 5-footed tail, 5-footed snout, had flown over the Rocky Mountain. When I crossed the Rocky Mountain, there was a squirrel. My son picked up an acorn from a squirrel and received a handful of dokamari, grass with hooks. The squirrel told me that the bird flew over the thorny mountain. After a long time, I saw a large rock cave in the mountains. My mother was trapped in an iron bar in a cave. "Son, this door opens only when those wicked birds die." The son, who was thinking about saving his mother, sprinkled ashes in the room and red pepper powder in the yard. Then he scattered dokamari in the kitchen and put sakjungi in the kitchen furnace. After my son waited for a long time, the 5-footed snout and 5-footed birds returned to the cave. When the birds lay in the room, the ashes rose. When I was forced to come out to the yard, red pepper powder flew away this time, and my eyes began to hurt.
"What can I do? I can't. I'm going to sleep in the kitchen today." But when I lay in the kitchen, the cockle on the floor stuck to my body, making.
It's so uncomfortable. Finally, the birds tried to go into a large cauldron to sleep, avoiding the dokamari. Then my son put a large stone on the cauldron lid and set fire to the furnace. In it, the birds struggled with the heat and died. When the birds died, the iron bars where their mother was trapped opened. Since then, the filial son and mother have lived happily ever after.